all questions she replies with a sad hey-ho. 'Tis but a little word, hey-ho, so soft is scarcely heard.
Say to me?
Oh, yes! Are all the birds caged? Are all the wild beasts littered down? Are all the locks, chains, bolts, and bars in good order? Is the little ease sufficiently uncomfortable? Are all the racks, pincers, and thumb screws ready for work? Oh, you brute!
These allusions to my professional duties are in doubtful taste. I didn't become a head jailer because I like head jailing. I didn't become assistant tormentor because I like assistant tormenting. We can't all be sorcerers, you know.
Colonel Fairfax is not a sorcerer. He is a man of science and an alchemist.
Well, whatever he is, he won't be one long, for he's to be beheaded today for dealings with the devil. His master nearly had him last night when the fire broke out in the Beecham Tower.
Oh, I wish he had escaped in the confusion. But take care, there is still time for a reply to his petition for mercy.
I'm willing to chance that. This evening at 7:30.
You are a cruel monster to speak so unfeelingly of the death of a young and handsome soldier.
Young and handsome? How do you know he's young and handsome?
Because I have seen him every day on week's end, taking his exercise at the Beecham Tower.
Curse him!
There, I think you are jealous of him. Jealous of a man who's never even spoken to me. Jealous of a poor soul who's to die in an hour.
I am. I'm jealous of everything and everybody. I'm jealous of the very words I speak to you, because they reach your ears, and I mustn't go near them.
How unjust you are. Jealous of the words you speak to me. Why, you know as much as I do that I don't even like them.
You used to like them.
That was mere politeness to comparative strangers. I used to pretend I liked them.
I don't believe you know what jealousy is. I don't believe you know how it eats into a man's heart and disorders his digestion. and turns his interior into boiling lead. Oh, you're a heartless, jaded trifle with the delicate organization of the human interior. The human interior.
So spent, and our days are not so faded, that with one consent, were our loved land invaded, still would face the foreign foe, as in days of long ago, still would face a foreign foe, as in days of long ago, as in days of long ago, oh, as in days of long ago.
Still would face a foreign foe, as in days of long ago. The waters of the waters, valleys, heights and valleys, soldiers braving, bearing, holding, staring, in their bygone days of daring. This the autumn rise, this the evening dawn, weary of battle strife, weary of war to flame. It's the autumn light, it's the evening
A good day to you.
Good day, Dame Carruthers. Busy today?
Busy, aye. The fire in the Beecham Tower has given me work enough. 12 poor prisoners, Richard Colfax, Sir Martin Byfleet, Colonel Fairfax, Warren the preacher poet, and half a score others, all packed into one small cell not 6 feet square. Colonel Fairfax, who's to die today, is to be removed to number 14 in the cold harbor, that he may have his last hour alone with his confessor. And I have to see to that.
Poor gentleman, he'll die bravely. I fought under him 2 years since, and he valued his life as if it were a feather.
He's the best and bravest and handsomest young soldier in all of England. He twice saved my father's life, and it's a cruel thing, a wicked thing, no, a barbarous thing that he should lose his head for it. in all of England.
For dealings with the devil. Aye, if all were beheaded who dealt with him, there'd be busy doings on Tower Green.
Colonel Fairfax is an alchemist, nothing more, nothing less. But this tower, which must be fed like an ogre in a fairy tale, demands blood, and it must have the best blood in all of England, or it's not good enough for the old plunderboard.
Silence, you silly girl. I was born in the old keep, and I've grown gray in it. And please God, I shall die and be buried in it. There's not a stone in its walls that is not as dear to me as my own right hand. When our gallant Roman foe made our merry land their own, and the Saxon from the conqueror were flying, at his bidding each arose in his panoply of stone, a sentinel, unliving and undying. Insensible, I trow, as a sentinel should be, though a queen to save her head should come assuming. There's a legend on its brow that is eloquent to me, and it tells of duty done and duty doing. The screw may twist and the rat may turn, and men may bleed and men may burn. For London town and its golden hoard, I keep my silent watch and ward.
The screw may twist and the rat may turn,
Town and its
men may bleed and men may burn.
town and all its
For
hoard.
London town and its golden hoard, I keep my silent watch and ward.
Within its wall of rock, the flower of the brave hath perished with a constancy unshaken. From the dungeon to the bluff, from the scaffold to the grave, is a journey many gallant hearts have taken. And the wicked things may hiss round the heroes who have fought for conscience and for home in all its beauty. But that grim old fortalice takes little heed of aught that comes not in the measure of its duty. The screw may twist and the rat may turn, and man may bleed and man may burn. For London town and its golden hoard, I keep my silent watch and
The
ward.
screw may twist and the rat may turn,
Town and
and
all its
men
hoard.
may bleed and men may burn.
Town and all its hoard.
Town and its golden hoard, I keep my silent watch and ward.
Father, has Nova's brigade yet arrived?
No, my lass. But there's one hope yet. Thy brother Leonard, who as a reward for his valor in saving his flag and fighting his way through 50 foe who would have killed him, has been appointed a Yeoman of the Guard and arrives today. And as he comes from Windsor, where the court is, It may very well be that he will bring the expected reprieve with him.
Oh, that he may!
Oh, amen to that, my dear. For didn't the colonel twice save my life? And I'd give the rest of my life to save his. But wilt thou not be glad to welcome thy brave brother with the story of his bravery all London is a ringing?
Aye, if he brings the reprieve.
And not otherwise.
Well, he is a brave fellow indeed, and I love brave men.
All brave men?
Most of them, I verily believe. But I do hope Leonard is not too strict with me. They say he is a very dragon of virtue and circumspection. But my father is kindness itself.
Yes, and leaves thee pretty much to thine own ways, eh? Well, I've no worries about thee, Phoebe. Thou hast a feather brain, but thou art a good lass.
Well, that may all be very well. But if Leonard is to tell me I may not go with this one and can't be seen with that one or walk with the other one, and that I must purse my lips and cast my eyes down as if I were a nun who has renounced mankind, well, seeing as though I have not renounced mankind, I won't have it. There.
Nay, Phoebe, he'll not check thee any more than is good for thee. For he's a brave fellow, and the bravest of brave fellows. And yet, it seems but yesterday that he robbed the lieutenant's orchard. Father! Leonard, my brave son! Welcome thee. And Phoebe would welcome thee too.
Aye, hast thou brought the reprieve?
Nay, I have here a dispatch for the lieutenant, but no reprieve for the colonel.
Oh, father, I cannot bear it!
I would had I brought better news. I'd give my right hand, nay, my body, my life for his life.
Dost thou speak in earnest, lad?
Aye, father, I'm no braggart. Did he not save thy life? And am I not his foster brother?
Then hearken to me. Thou hast come to join the Yeomen of the Guard.
Well,
None has seen thee but ourselves.
and a sentry who took but scant notice of me.
Now for the truth of thy words. Give me the dispatch, and get thee hence at once. Here is money, I'll send thee more later. Lie hidden for the spell, and let no one know. I'll convey a set of yeoman's uniform to the colonel's cell. He will shave off his beard so that none will know him. And I'll own him up as my own brave son, Leonard Meadow, who fought his way through 50 foes who would have killed him. He'll be accepted by my fellow yeomen, I'll warrant that. But how to get the key to the colonel's cell? The key is with thy sour-faced admirer, Wilfred Shadbolt.
I think, and I say I think, I can get anything I want from Wilfred. And I think, you may leave that to me.
Very well. Then get thee hence at once, my loving son, and God bless thee for this sacrifice.
And take my blessing too, dear Leonard.
And thine, eh? Thy love is newborn. Wrap it up carefully, lest it take hold and die.
Alas, I waver to and fro, dark danger hangs upon the deed.
Dark danger hangs upon the deed. The scheme is rash and will may fail, but ours are not the hearts that quail, the hands that shrink, the cheeks that pale in hours of need. No hearts are not the hearts that quail,
The hands that shrink, the cheeks that pale, the hands that shrink, the cheeks that pale in hours of need.
The air I breathe to him I owe, my life is his, I cannot not.
Thy life is his, so cut it not.
Then shall I reckon risks I run, when services are to be done, to save the life
life of such an one. Unworthy thought, unworthy thought.
And shall we back in race we want to save our life of such an one?
Unworthy thought, unworthy thought.
We may succeed, who can foretell? May heaven help our hope.
May
Heaven help our hope.
Rest easy, my dear. We may save him yet.
Oh, Father, look now. They bring this gentleman from the Beecham. Oh, Father, has this hour not yet come?
No, they may really take him to the other tower to spend his last hour in solitude. But the lieutenant approaches. He shall not see thee grieve.
Halt! Colonel Fairfax, my old friend, we meet but sadly.
Sir, I greet you with all goodwill, and thank you for the zealous care with which you have guarded me from the pestilent dangers which threaten human life outside. In this happy little community, death, when he comes, does so in punctual and businesslike fashion, and, like a courtly gentleman, giveth due notice of his advent, that one may not be taken unawares.
Sir, you bear this bravely, as a brave man should.
Well, sir, it is no light boon to die swiftly and surely at a given hour in a given fashion. Truth to tell, I would gladly have my life. But if that may not be, I have the next best thing to it, which is death. Believe me, sir, my lot is not so much amiss.
Oh, Father, get a bear.
Nay, pretty one, why weepest thou? Come, be comforted. Such a life as mine is not worth weeping for. Sergeant Merrill, is it not? May I greet my old friend? What's all this? Thou and I have faced the grim old king a dozen times, and never has his majesty come to me in such a goodly fashion. Keep a stout heart, good fellow. We are soldiers, and we know how to die, thou and I. And, truth to tell, it is easier to die well than to live well. For in sooth, I have tried both. Is life a boon? If so, it must befall, that death, whene'er he call, must call too soon. Though fourscore year he give, yet one would pray to live another moon. What kind of plaint have I? Perish in July, who perish in July. I might have had to die, perchance in June. I might have had to die, perchance in June. Life a thorn, then count it not a whit, yea, count it not a whit. is well done with it. Soon as he's born, he should on means essay to put the plague away. And I, one, or captured fugitive, my life most freely give. I might have had to live another morn. I might have had to live another My good sir, I have a boon to beg. I am in the strait for no better reason than my kinsman, Sir Clarence Poltwhistle, one of the secretaries of state, has accused me of sorcery, in order that he may succeed in my estate, provided I die unmarried.
As thou wilt most surely do.
Nay, as I most certainly will not do. By your worship's grace, I have a mind to thwart this good cousin of mine.
Ha!
By marrying forthwith, to be sure.
But heaven have mercy. Who wouldst thou marry?
Nay, I am indifferent on that score. Coming death has made me a true and chivalrous knight, esteeming all womankind such that the oldest, the meanest, the worst favored is good enough for him. So, my good lieutenant, if thou wouldst serve a poor soldier who has but an hour to live, you'll find me the first that comes. My confessor shall marry us, and her dower shall be my dishonored name, and 100 crowns to boot. No such a poor dower for an hour of matrimony.
It's a strange request. I doubt that I should be warranted in granting it.
Never was a marriage fraught with so little of evil for the contracting parties. In an hour, she'll be a widow, and I'll be a bachelor again for aught I know.
Well, I will see what can be done, for I hold your kinsman in abhorrence for the scurvy trick he has played.
Thank you, sir, 1,000 thanks. We'll meet again on this spot in an hour or so, and I shall be a bridegroom, and your worship shall wish me joy. Until then, farewell. I'm ready, good fellow.
He is a fine fellow, and it is a pity that he should die. Well then, how to find him a wife at such short notice? Well, the task should be easy.
Satisfy you, for we are merry folk who would make all as merry as ourselves. For look you, there is truth in all things, and the truest philosophy is that which teaches us to find it and make the most of it. off?
Aye, I heard her say it. Felt it too. What then?
Oh, dost thou not see the humor in that?
Nay, if I do, hang me.
Oh, dost not? Observe, she said hands off. Whose hand? Thine. Of whom? Her. Why? Because she is a woman. Had she not been a woman, thine hands had not been set upon her at all. So the reason for the laying on of hands is the reason for the taking off of hands. And here it is contradiction contradicted. It is the very marriage of pro and con, and no such lopsided union as times go. For pro is not more unlike con as man is unlike woman. Yet men and women marry every day, with none to say, oh, the pity of it, but I and fools like me. So wherewithal shall we please you? I can rhyme you, couplet, triolet, quatrain, sonnet, ballad, or what you will. Or I could dance you a saraband, garamond, carol, pimpernel, or jumping Joe.
Let us give them the singing farce of the merry man and his maid. Therein is song and dance too. I, the merry man and his maid.
I have a song to sing, oh.
Sing me your song, oh.
It is sung to the moon by a lovelorn loon who fled from the mocking throng. Oh, it's a song of a merry man moping mum, whose soul was sad and whose glance was glum, who sipped no sup and who craved no crumb, as he sighed for the love of a lady. Heidi, Heidi, misery me, lackadaisy. He sipped no sup and he craved no crumb, as he sighed for the love of a lady.
I have a song to sing, oh.
Sing me your song, oh.
It is sung with the ring of the songs made sing, who love with a love lifelong. Oh, it's a song of a merry maid, purely proud, who loved her lord and who laughed aloud at the moan of a merry man moping mum, whose soul was sad and whose glance was glum, who sipped no sup and who craved no crumb, as he sighed for the love of a lady. Heidi, Heidi, misery me, lackadaisy. He sipped no sup and he craved no crumb, as he sighed for the love of a lady.
I have a song to sing, oh.
Sing me your song, oh.
It is sung to the knell of a churchyard bell and a doleful dirge ding dong. Oh, it's a song of a popinjay bravely born, who stirred up his noble nose with scorn at the humble merry lady, purely proud, who loved the Lord and who laughed aloud at the moan of a merry man moping mum, whose soul was sad and whose glance was glum, who sipped no sup and who craved no crumb, as he sighed for the love of a lady. Heidi, Heidi, misery me and lackadaisy. He sipped no sup and he craved no crumb, as he sighed for the love of a lady.
I have a song to sing, oh.
What is your song, oh?
It is sung with a sigh and a tear in the eye, for it tells of a right and wrong. Oh, it's a song of a merry maid once so gay, who turned on her heel and tripped away from the peacock popinjay bravely born, who turned up his noble nose with scorn at the humble heart that he did not prize. So she begged on her knees with downcast eyes for the love of a merry man moping mum, whose soul was sad and whose glance was glum, who sipped no sup and who craved no crumb, as he sighed for the love of a lady. Heidi, Heidi, misery me, lackadaisy.
His pains were o'er and he sighed no more,
for he lived in the love of a lady.
Heidi, Heidi, misery me, lackadaisy. His pains were o'er and he sighed no more, for he lived in the love of a lady.
Best beware, I am armed.
Back, this is going too far.
Oh, that also see the humor of it, eh? Yet there's humor in all things.
Sir, we sang to these folk, and they would have repaid us with gross courtesy, but for your honor's coming.
Away with ye!
All right, let's go.
girl. Who are you? What do you here?
Oh, may it please you, sir. We are two strolling players, Jack Point and I, Elsie Maynard, at your worship's service. We go from fair to fair, singing and dancing and playing brief interludes, and so we make a poor living.
You two, are ye man and wife?
Oh, sir, although I am a fool, there is a limit to my folly. Her mother, old Bridget Meyer, travels with us, for Elsie is a good girl. But she is abed with fever, and we've come here to pick up some silver to buy an electuary for her.
Harkee, girl, your mother is ill.
Sorely ill, sir.
And needs good food and many things that thou canst not buy.
Alas, it is too true, sir.
Wouldst thou earn 100 crowns?
100 crowns? They might save her life.
Then listen. A worthy but unhappy gentleman is to be beheaded in an hour on this very spot. For sufficient reasons, he desires to marry before he dies, and has asked me to find him a wife. Wilt thou be that wife?
The wife of a man I have never seen.
Now see, sir, I am concerned in this, for though Elsie and I are not yet married, time works wonders, there's no telling what may be in store for us. Have I your honor's word that the man is to die today?
Nothing is more certain, I grieve to say.
And that Elsie will be permitted to depart the moment the ceremony is at an end?
The very instant. I swear on my honor it shall be so.
100 crowns?
100 crowns.
Oh, for my part, I accept. It is for Elsie to speak.
How say you, maiden, will you wed a man about to lose his head? For half an hour you'll be a wife, and then the dower is yours for life. A headless bride whom I refuse, if truth the poet tell, most bride whose head they marry, lose both head and heart as well.
A strange proposal you'll reveal, it almost makes my senses reel. Alas, I'm very poor indeed, and such a sum I sorely need. My mother, sir, is like to die, this money life may bring. Bear this in mind, I pray, if I consent to do this thing.
Now, as a general rule of life, I don't allow my promised wife, my lovely bride that is to be, to marry anyone but me. But if the fee is promptly paid, and here am well-earned brave, within the hour is duly laid, objections I will waive. Yes, objections I will waive.
Temptation, oh temptation, moving, agreeing to do, to show someone where station, your fascination spending, or forward where we view you, head over heels into you, head over heels, head over heels, head over heels into you.
Head over heels,
head over heels, head over heels, head over heels, head over heels.
Temptation, oh
So, my good fellow, you are a jester?
I and like some of my jests, out of place.
I have an opening for such an one. Tell me, what are your qualifications for such a post?
Oh, sir, I'm a pretty wit, a pretty wit. I can rhyme you extempore. I can convulse you with quip and conundrum. I have a pretty taste for anecdote. I can be merry, wise, grim, quaint, sardonic, all at once or one by one. I have a pretty taste for anecdote. I know all the jests, ancient, modern, past, present, yet to come, and I can riddle you from dawn till setting sun. And if that contents you not, wait till midnight into the small hours. Oh, a pretty wit, sir, a pretty wit. I jibe and joke, and quip and crank, for lowly folk, and men of rank. I ply my croft, and know no fear, but in my shaft, a prince or peer, at peer or prince, a prince or peer. I aim my shaft, and know no fear. I'm wisdom from the east and from the west, that suffers from no academic rule. You can find it in the jeering of a jest, or distilled from the folly of a fool. I can teach you with the grip of our mind, or trick you into learning with a laugh. Oh, we know all my folly, and you'll find a grain or two of truth among the chaff. Oh, we know all my folly, and you'll find a grain or two of truth among the chaff. I can set a bracket quailing with a quip, and upstart I go with a whim. He may wear a merry laugh upon his lips, but his laughter has an echo that is grim. When offered to the world in many guise, unpleasant truths are swallowed with a whim. Oh, he who makes his fellow creatures wise should always gild the philosophic pill. Oh, he who makes his fellow creatures wise should always gild the philosophic pill.
And how came you to leave your last employ?
Well, it was this wise. My lord was the Archbishop of Canterbury, and it was considered that one of my jests was unsuitable to his grace's family circle. When I merely offered a poor riddle, sir. The difference between poor Jack Point and his grace. His grace was pleased to give it up, whereupon I told him that while his grace was paid 10,000 a year for being good, Jack Point was good for nothing. 'Twas but a harmless jest, but it deeply offended his grace, who whipped me and sent me into the stocks for a Scull Road, and so we parted. I had soon not take post again with the dignified clergy.
But I trust you are very careful not to give offense. I have daughters.
Oh, all my jests are carefully selected, and anything objectionable is expunged. If your honor wishes, I could try them out first under honor's chaplain.
Can you give me an example? Say that I had sat me down hurriedly on something.
Sure. Oh, then I would say you sat on the spur of the moment.
Huh. I don't think much of that. Is that the best you can do?
It's always been much admired, but we will try again.
Well then, I am at dinner and the joint of meat is but half cooked.
Then I would say what is underdone cannot be helped.
I see.
Helped.
I think that manner of thing might be a bit irritating.
Oh, at first, sir, but time is everything, and you'd soon come to like it.
Well then, suppose I caught you kissing the kitchen wench under my very nose.
Under her very nose, not yours. That's where I would kiss her. Ha ha! A pretty wit, sir. Do you take me? A pretty wit.
The maiden comes. Follow me, friend. We will discuss this matter at length in my library.
I am your worship's servant, sir, or I hope I soon shall be. But before going on to a more serious topic, tell me what the difference is between a cook's brain pan and an overwound clock.
A truth to this fooling. Follow me.
Just my luck. My best conundrum. Wasted.
have time to weary in. Oh, weary rise, widowhood would win. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. Oh, weary, weary
Tis an odd freak for a dying man and his confessor to be closeted alone with a strange scene girl. I would fain have espied them, but they stopped up the keyhole. My keyhole.
Wilfred! And alone!
Now what could he have wanted with her? That's what puzzles me.
Now to get the keys from him. Wilfred! Has no reprieve yet arrived?
None. Thine adored Fairfax is to die.
Nay, thou knowest I have naught but pity for the poor condemned gentleman.
I know that he who is about to die is more to thee than I, who am alive and well.
Well, that were with reason, dear Wilfred. Do they not say that a live ass is better than a dead lion? Oh, I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, they say that, do they?
It's unpardonably rude of them, dear Wilfred, but I believe they put it in that way. Not that it applied to thee, who art clever beyond all telling.
Oh, yes, as an assistant tormentor?
Nay, as a wit, as a humorist, as a very commentator on the human vanity.
Aye. I have great resolution. 'Tis an odd thing that in the nice regulation of a thumbscrew, in the 100th part of a single revolution, lieth all the difference between stony reticence and a torrent from impulsive embosoming that the pen can scarcely follow. Oh, I am a mad wag.
Thou art a delightful and light-hearted companion, Master Wilfred. Thine anecdotes of the torture chamber are of the prettiest hearing.
I am a pleasant fellow, and I choose. I believe I'm the merriest dog that barks. We might be passing happy together.
Perhaps, I do not know.
For thou wouldst make a most tender and loving wife.
I, to one whom I truly loved, for there is a wealth of love stored in this little heart for... I wonder whom? Now, in all the world of men, I wonder whom, and to think he who I am to wed is out there somewhere, perhaps far away, perhaps close at hand. I think I am wasting time in not knowing him.
Now, say that it is I, nay, suppose it for the nonce, say that we are wed, suppose it only, say that thou art my very bride, and I, thy cheery, joyous, bright, frolicsome husband, and that the day's work being done, and the prisoners stole away for the night, thou and I are alone together, with a long, long evening before us.
Aye, it is a pretty picture, yet it comes so unexpectedly, and yet, if I were thy bride,
Wert thou my bride?
How I would love thee.
were I thy bride, and all the world beside were not too wide to hold my wealth of love. Were I thy bride, upon thy chest my loving head would rest as on her nest a tender turtle dove. Were I thy bride, this heart of mine would be one heart with thine, and in a shrine our happiness would dwell. Were I thy bride, and all day long our life would be a song
Not yet. But Lord, how she wooed. I should be no mean judge of wooing, seeing that I have been more hotly wooed than most men. I have been wooed by maid, widow, and wife. I have been wooed boldly, timidly, tearfully, shyly, by direct assault, by suggestion, by implication, by inference, and by innuendo. But this wooing is not of the common order. It is the wooing of one who must needs woo me, if she die for it. If she die for it.
The plan is so far succeeding apace. How she wheedled him. There's nothing as sad as a lovesick man. He is like a lute in the hands of a woman. She plays him as she will. But the colonel is here.
My good and kind friend, runnest a grave risk for me.
Tutsa, no risk. The human parade here for your execution in 5 minutes. You're just in time. You make a fine yeoman, sir. Yes, it's very good. And you have to put a strong face on it. Don't forget, you are my son, Leonard Meadow, the hero that fought his way through 50 foe, who thirsted for his life.
If I may not bear my own name, there is no other I would bear so readily.
But here they come. Put a brave face on it.
Exaggerated.
'Tis ever thus, wherever valor true is found, true modesty will there abound.
Didst thou not, O Leonard Merrill, stand lost in last campaign, rescue with that deadly peril, bear it safely back again.
Leonard Merrill, at his peril, bore it safely back again.
Did you not, when prisoner taken,
Polish Dane, faced with gallant heart and shaken, death with ocean of Polish shame.
When an arrow flies his arrow, death and also appalling shame.
Truly I was to be pitied, having but an hour to live. I reluctantly submitted, I had no alternative. Oh, the tales that sung and rated of my deeds of daring do have been much exaggerated, very much exaggerated. Scarce a word of them is true, scarce a word of them is true.
They are not exaggerated, not at all exaggerated, could not be exaggerated.
Scarce a word of them is true.
Leonard!
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Don't you know me? I'm little Phoebe.
Phoebe, is this Phoebe? What? Little Phoebe?
The deuce that she would be your sister.
Can Phoebe surely?
Yes, this Phoebe, your sister Phoebe, your own little sister.
I speak the truth, 'tis Phoebe.
Sister Phoebe!
Oh, my brother.
How you've grown. I did not recognize you.
So many years. Oh, brother.
Oh, my sister.
Oh,
Sister.
brother.
Sister.
I have been girl, there are three thou mayst call, thy father and thy brother and myself.
Thyself, forsooth. And who art thou thyself?
Good sir, we are betrothed.
Or more or less. But rather less than more.
To thy fond care I do commend thy sister. Be to her an ever-watchful guardian, eager-eyed, and when she feels, as sometimes she does feel, disposed to indiscriminate caress. Be thou at hand to take those favors from her.
Be thou at hand to take those favors from her.
Yes, yes, be thou at hand to take those favors from me.
To thy fraternal care, thy sister I commend. From every lurking snare, thy love may shall defend. And to achieve this end, O grant, I pray this boon. O grant this boon. She shall not quit thy sight from morn to afternoon, from afternoon to night, from 7 o'clock to 2, from 2 to eventide, from dim twilight to noon at night, from dim twilight to noon at night. She shall not quit thy side. From morn to afternoon, from afternoon to night, shall not quit
and I repeat my plight from morn to afternoon, from afternoon to night, from 7 o'clock to 2, from 2 to evening meal, from midnight to I and my comrades sought the prisoner's cell. He is not there.
He is not there. We sought the prisoner's cell. He is not there.
As next before the prisoner, we sought his cell in duty bound. The double gratings open when a prisoner and all we found. We hunted high, we hunted here. The man we sought with anxious care had vanished into empty air. The man we sought with anxious care had vanished into empty air.
For the prisoner, we sought his cell in duty bound. The double gratings open when a prisoner and all we found. We hunted here. The man we sought with anxious care had vanished into empty air. The man we sought with anxious care had vanished into empty air.
Set him free. I hate the man, my rival. The prisoner gone, I'm all again. Who could have helped him to escape? I did not set him free.
Indeed, I can't imagine who had no idea how that will of his escape and traces the enchantment must have been in war. What have I done? Oh, I am free.
Oh, woe is you! Your I was saying, oh, woe was me, I'd rather think. Yes, woe was me, I'd rather think. Oh, woe was me, I'd rather think. When every time you are is right, and I am left alone bereft. Yes, woe was me, I'd rather think. Yes, woe was me, I'd rather think. Yes, woe was me, I'd rather think.
and in and out, here and there and round about. Every chamber, every house, every chink that holds a mouse, every crevice in the keep, where a beetle might could creep. Every outlet, every drain, have we searched, but all in vain, all in vain. Every house, every chink, every drain.
Number 7863, the poor wit and the rich counselor. A certain poor wit, being odd-hungered, did meet a well-fed counselor. Marry, fool, quoth the counselor, whither away? In truth, said the poor wag, in that I have eaten naught these 2 days, I do wither away, and that right rapidly. The counselor laughed hugely, and gave him a sausage. That counselor is easy to please than my new master and lieutenant. Wish I should take post under that counselor. Just melancholy mumming when poor, jilted, broken-hearted Jack Point needs must turn to Hugh Ambrose for original life humor.
Master Point.
Ah, friend jailer! Jail that was jail shall never be no more. Jail that jail not. But if jail he did was so unjailor-like, that was jerry-jailing, or jailing in joke. Oh, no such joke unto him, for his unjailor-like jailing did so jeopardize his jailership. Come, take heart, laugh, twinkle, smile. Thou tormentor that tormentest none, thou ranker that rankest not, thou pincher out of place, come, be merry as I am. As I am.
Aye, it's well for thee to laugh. Thou hast a good post and has cause to be merry.
Have we all not cause? Is the world that one big butt of humor through all who may drive a gimlet? See, I am a salaried wit. Is there naught in nature more ridiculous? I, a broken-hearted, jilted man, who needs must be merry lest he be whipped, who must rejoice lest he starve, who must jest you, jibe you, quip you, crank you, rill you, from day to day, hour to hour, year by year, till he perish, dwindle, starve, pine, and die. When there's no else to laugh at, I laugh at myself till I ache for it.
Yet I have often thought that a jester's calling would suit thee to a hair.
Thee? Would suit thee, thou death's head and crossbones?
Aye, I am a pretty wit, a light, airy, joysome wit, spiced with anecdotes of prison cells and the torture chamber. Oh, a very delicate wit. And I have tried on many a prisoner, and there have been some who smiled. Now it is not easy to make a prisoner smile, and it should not be difficult to be a good jester, seeing that thou art one.
Not difficult? Nothing easier, nothing uneasier. Please see, let me show you. A private buffoon is a light-hearted loon if you listen to popular rumour. For morn to the night he's so joyous and bright, and he bubbles with really good humour. He's so quaint and so terse, both in prose and in verse, though people forgive his transgressions, there are one or two rules that all family fools must observe if they love their profession. There are 1 or 2 rules, half a dozen maybe, that all family fools of whatever degree must observe if they love their profession. If your master is surly from getting up early and tempers are short in the morning, and an opportune joke is enough to provoke him to give you at once a month's warning, that if you refrain he is actually gained, for he likes to get value for money, he will ask then and there, with an insolent stare, if you know that you're paid to be funny. Oh, and after the task in the gerryman's place, if his person will ask with a scowl on his face, if you know that you're paid to be funny. If your head and made rack with your bilious attack and your senses with too sick are losing, you'll be mopey and flat, they don't find you for that if you're properly acquainted and amusing. Though your wife ran away with a soldier that day and took with her your trifle of money, bless your heart, they don't mind. They're believably kind. They don't blame you as long as you're funny. Or to comfort you feel though you suffer a deal, they don't mind it a bit. They don't blame you as long as you're funny. So thou wilt be a jester, eh? Now listen. My sweetheart Elsie Maynard married this Fairfax half an hour ere he escaped.
Aye, she did well.
She did nothing of the kind. So hold thy peace and prepend. While he liveth, she is dead to me, and I to her. And my jests and jibes notwithstanding, I am the saddest and sorriest dog in England.
Thou art a very dull dog, indeed.
Now listen. If thou wilt swear that thou did shoot this Fairfax while he was trying to escape, it means just a single discharge of an omnibus on a dark night, and that he sank and was seen no more, I will make you the very Archbishop of Jester, and that in just 2 days' time. What say you?
I am to lie.
Heartily! But it must be a lie of circumstance, corroborated with my eyes, ears, and tongue.
And thou wilt qualify me as a jester?
As the jester of jesters, I will teach you all my original songs, my paradoxes, more of my jokes. Ah, nay! I will share to you and reveal the source from which they come. Now what sayest thou?
Why, if it be but a lie thou wouldest of me, I hold it cheap enough, and I say yes, it is a bargain.
Ha ha! Hereupon we both agreed all that we do to agree to secure by sound of deed, to prevent all errormental. You and Elsie are to call with a story grim and gory.
All this Fairfax died in all, I declare to you to swear to.
I do swear to.
I declare to.
I do swear to.
I declare to.
I do swear to. You declare to. I do swear to. Tale of cock and bull, all convincing details. Tales tremendous, heaven defend us. What a tale of cock and bull! In return for my part, I am making undertaking to instruct you in the art amazing, wonder-raising of a jester, jesting free, acquisition, proposition,
and a lively wanna-be, wagga-wagging, never flagging,
wagga-wagging,
never flagging,
wagga-wagging,
never flagging,
wagga-wagging, never flagging, wagga-wagging. Tale of cock and bull, all convincing detail too. Tales tremendous, heaven defend us. What a tale of cock and bull! What a tale of cock! What a tale of bull! What a tale of cock! What a tale of bull! What a tale of cock and bull! Cock and bull! Cock and bull! What a tale of cock and
days gone, and no news of poor Fairfax. The dolts. They search for him everywhere, save but within a dozen yards of his dungeon. So, I am free. Free but for the cursed haste with which I hurried headlong into the bonds of matrimony with heaven knows who. As far as I remember, she should have been young, but had her face not been covered by a kerchief, I doubt whether in my then plight, I would have taken much notice of her. Free. The tower bonds were but a silken thread compared to these conjugal fetters which I, fool that I was, placed upon mine own hands. The one I dispensed with readily enough. Now, about the other. Free from his fetters grim, free to depart, free both in life and limb, in all but heart, bound to an unknown bride for good and ill. Ah, is not one so tied, a prisoner still, a prisoner still. Ah, is not one so tied, a prisoner still. Free yet in fetters held, till his last hour. Chimes that no smith can weld, no rusty vow. Although a monarch's hand had set him free, of all the captive band, the saddest he, the saddest he, of all the captive band, the saddest, saddest he. Sergeant Meyer, how fares our pretty charge, Elsie Maynard?
Well enough, sir. She grows quite strong and leaves us today.
Thanks to Dame Carruthers' kind nursing, eh?
Deuce take the old hag. It was a scurvy trick you played me, sir, bringing the fainted girl to my house. It gave the old woman a chance to take up residence in my quarters. And for 2 years, I've been shunning her like the plague. Oh, here she is. Eileen, go.
Nay, Sergeant Meyer, don't go. I have something of grave import to say to thee.
It's coming.
I' faith, I think I'm not wanted here.
Nay, Master Leonard, I have not to say to thy father that his son may not hear.
True, I'm one of the family, I'd forgotten.
'Tis about this Elsie Maynard, a pretty girl, Master Leonard.
Aye, fair as a peach blossom. What then?
She hath a liking for thee, or I mistake not.
With all my heart, she's as dainty a little maid as one would find on a midsummer day's march.
Then be warned in time, and give not thy heart to her. I know what it is to give one's heart to one who will have not.
Aye, she knows all about that. But why is my son to take heed of her, Dame Carruthers? She's a good girl.
Good enough for all I know, but she's no girl. She's a married woman.
A married woman? Tush, old maid. She's betrothed to Jack Point, the lieutenant's new jester.
Tush in thy teeth, old man. As my niece Kate sat by her bedside, this Elsie slept, and as she slept she moaned and groaned and turned this way and that, and how shall I marry one I have never met, quoth she. And then,
An hundred?
100 crowns, quoth she. And then,
Is it certain?
is it certain that he will die within the hour, quoth she. And then,
I
love him not, and yet I am his wife, quoth she. Is it not so, Kate?
Aye, aunt, 'tis even so.
Art thou sure of all this?
Aye, sir, for I wrote it down on my tablets.
Now mark my words. It was of this fair facts that she spake. And he is her husband, or I'll swallow my kirtle.
Is this true, sir?
True? Why, the girl was raving. Why should she marry a man who had but an hour to live?
Mary, it'd be those who would marry for a minute rather than die old maids.
I know one of them.
Stranger adventure, maiden wedded to a group she'd never seen. Never seen. Groom about to be beheaded in an hour on Tower Green. Tower Green. Groom in dreary dungeon lying. Groom as good as dead or dying. For a pretty maiden sighing. Pretty maid of 17. 17. Stranger adventure that we're trolling, modest maid and gallant groom, gallant groom. While the funeral bell is tolling, tolling, bim-a-boom, bim-a-boom. Modest maiden will not tarry, though at 16 years she carry. She must marry, though the altar be a tomb. Tower, 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 tomb. Tower, altar be a tomb. Tower, 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 tomb.
So, my mysterious bride is none other than the winsome Elsie. By my hand, 'tis no such ill plunge in fortune's lucky bag. I might have fared worse with my eyes open. But she comes. Now, to test her principles. 'Tis not every husband who has the chance of wooing his own wife. Mistress Elsie!
Oh, Master Leonard!
So, thou leavest us tonight?
Yes, Master Leonard, I've been kindly tended, and I almost fear I'm loath to go.
And this Fairfax, wast thou glad when he escaped?
Why, truly, Master Leonard, it is a sad thing that a young and gallant gentleman should die in the very fullness of his life.
So, when thou didst faint in my arms, it was for joy at his safety.
It may be so. I was highly wrought, Master Leonard, and I am but a girl, and so when I'm highly wrought, I faint.
Now, dost thou know I am consumed with a powerless jealousy?
Thou? And of whom?
Of this Fairfax, surely.
Of Colonel Fairfax?
I may speak with thee frankly, Elsie. I love thee ardently, passionately. Elsie, I have loved thee these 2 days, which is a long time. And I would fain join my life to thine.
Master Leonard, thou art jesting.
Jesting? May I shrivel into raisins if I jest. I love thee with a love that is fever, with a love that is frenzy, with a love that eateth up my heart. Now, what sayest thou? Thou wilt not let my heart be eaten up.
Oh, mercy! What am I to say?
Dost thou love me, or hast thou been insensible these 2 days?
I love all brave men.
Nay, there is love in excess. I thank heaven that there are many brave men in England, but if thou lovest them all, I would draw my thanks.
Well, I love the bravest best, but, sir, I may not listen. I'm not free. I am a wife.
Thou? A wife? Whose? His name? His days are numbered, nay, his grave is dug and his epitaph set up. Come, his name!
Oh, sir, keep my secret. It is the only barrier that fate could set up between us. My husband is none other than Colonel Fairfax.
The greatest villain unhung? The most ill-favored, ill-natured, ill-mannered, ill-tempered dog in Christendom?
It is very like. He is not to me, for I never saw him. I was blindfolded, and he was to have died within the hour, and he did not die, and I am wedded to him, and my heart is broken.
He was to have died, and he did not die. The perjured, traitorous villain! Thou should have insisted on his dying first, to be sure. That's the only way with these Fairfaxes.
I now wish I had.
Bloodthirsty little maiden. I, a fig for this Fairfax. Be mine. He need never know. He dare not show his face. And if he dare, what art thou to him? Fly with me, Elsie. We will be married tomorrow, and thou wilt be the happiest wife in England.
Master Leonard, I am amazed. Is it thus that brave soldiers speak to poor girls? For shame! For shame! I am wed. Not the less because I love not my husband. I am a wife, sir, and I have a duty, and, oh, sir, thy words terrify me. They are wicked words. They're not honest and unworthy of thy great and brave heart. Shame upon thee. Shame upon thee.
Nay, Elsie, I did but jest. I spake but to try thee.
Hark! What was that, sir?
Why, an arquebus fired from the wharf, unless I much mistake.
Strange, and at such an hour. What can it mean?
Now what can that have been? A shot so late at night, enough to cause a fright. What can the portent be?
Our foeman in the land is wanting to be right.
The land is wanting to be right.
What danger is at hand?
What danger is at hand?
Hold by that shot, at once the truth declare.
My lord, 'twas I who rashly judged forbear.
My lord, 'twas he, too rashly judged forbear.
Like a ghostly vigil keeping,
Or a spectre or appalling.
I beheld a figure creeping.
I should rather call it crawling.
He was creeping.
He was crawling.
He was creeping, creeping.
Crawling.
He was creeping.
He was crawling.
He was creeping, creeping.
Crawling.
Not a moment's hesitation, I myself upon him flung. With a hurried exclamation to his draperies I hung. Then we closed with one another, then a rough and tumble smother. Colonel Fairfax and the water was the man to whom I clung.
Colonel Fairfax and the water, Colonel Fairfax and the water, Colonel Fairfax and the water was the man to whom he clung.
After mighty tug and tussle,
It resembled more a struggle,
he by dint of stronger muscle,
like some infernal juggle.
from my clutches quickly sliding,
I should rather call it slipping,
with a view no doubt of hiding,
or escaping to the shipping.
with a gasp and with a quiver.
I describe it as a shiver.
Down he dived into the river, and alas I cannot swim.
This is enough to make one shiver with a gasp and with a shiver. Down he dived into the river. It was very, very thin.
Ingenuity is catching with a view my king of pleasing after bustle frenzy snatching.
I should rather call it seizing.
With an ounce or two of lead, I dispatched it through the head.
With an ounce or two of lead, he dispatched it through the head.
I discharged it without winking. Little time I lost in thinking. Like a stone I saw him sinking.
Like a heavy lump of lead.
He dispatched it without thinking. Little time he lost in thinking.
Like a stone I saw him sinking.
Like a heavy lump of lead.
Like a stone, me boy, I said.
Like a heavy lump of lead.
Like a stone, me boy, I said.
Like a heavy lump of lead.
Any pound a man is dead, whether stone or lump of lead.
And he found the man is dead, whether stone or lump of lead. Arquebuses and you seize him and confused, single please. Arquebuses and you seize him and confused, single please. With a shot into the head, and it's very, very dead. And he now is very dead, whether stone or lump of lead. And it's very, very certain that he's very, very dead.
Lead.
The river must be dragged, no time be lost. The body must be found at any cost. To this attend, without undue delay. So sad to work with what dispatch we may.
Yes, yes, full sad to work with what dispatch we may.
Fairfax was a pestilent fellow. As he had to die, he might as well have died thus. 'Twas a good death.
Still, he was my husband, and had he not been, he was nevertheless a living man, and now he is dead. And so by your leave, my tears may flow unchidden, Master Point.
And thou didst see all of this?
Ah, yes, with both eyes, this and that. The testimony of one eye is naught. It may lie, or when supported by the other, it is testimony that none may gainsay. And both are here present in court, ready to swear to it.
But wert thou sure it was Colonel Fairfax? I saw you his face.
Ah, yes. It was a plaguey face, an ill-favored face, a foul face, a face to make the axeman strike awry. A plaguey, ill-favored face. Take my word for it. Listen to them laugh. 'Tis the way with simple folk. An established wit merely has to say, pass the mustard, and they roar their ribs out.
If I ever come to life again, thou shalt pay for this, Master Point.
Now, Elsie, thou art to choose again. Look upon me. I am well favored. I am a pretty wit. I can jest you, jibe you, quick you, crank you, riddle you, rank you from
Dashman! Thou knowest not how to woo. 'Tis not done with time-worn jests and threadbare sophistries, with quips, conundrums, rhymes, and paradoxes. 'Tis an art of itself, and must be studied gravely and conscientiously. A man who would woo a fair maid should prentice himself to the trade, and study all day in methodical way how to capture, control, and persuade. He should prentice himself at 14, and practice from morning till eve. And when he's of age, he will, I'll engage, he may capture the heart of a queen, the heart of a queen.
It is truly a matter of skill, which all may attain if they will. But every jockey must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his gin. If he wants to make sure of his gin. If he's made the best use of his time, his trick he'll so carefully line, that every blade will come down at his foot, whatever its plumage or climb. He must learn that the thrill of a touch may mean little or nothing or much. It's an instrument rare to be handled with care, and ought to be treated as such. Ought to be treated as such. It is purely a matter of skill, which all may attain if they will. But every jockey must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his gin. If he wants to make sure of his gin. Now a glance may be timid or free, it may vary in mighty degree, from an impudent stare to a look of despair, which no maid without pity can see. Now a look of despair is no guide, it may have its ridiculous side, it may draw you a tear, or a box on the ear. You can never be sure till you've tried, never be sure till you've tried. It is purely a matter of skill, which all may attain if they will. But every jockey must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his gin. If he wants to make sure, to make sure. If he wants to make sure of his gin. Yes, every jack must study the knack if he wants to make sure of his gin.
Now, listen up. 'Tis done thus. Mistress Elsie, there is one here who, as thou knowest, loves thee right well.
Right well.
He is but a man of poor estate, but he has an honest and loving heart. And if thou wilt be his wife, thou wouldst lie curled up in his heart, like a little squirrel in its nest.
'Tis a pretty figure. A maggot in a nut lies better, but a squirrel will do.
He knowest that thou wast a wife, an unloved and unloving wife, and his heart was near to breaking. But now that thine unloving husband is dead, and thou art free, he would fain pray that thou wouldst hearken unto him, and give him hope that thou wouldst one day be his.
He caresses her cheek and takes her hand. Odds bodikins, what does it mean?
So, sweetheart, tell me, wilt thou be this poor good fellow's wife?
If the good, brave man... Is he a brave man?
So men say.
Not true, but we'll let that pass.
If the brave man would be content with a poor, penniless, untaught maid...
Widow, but we'll let that pass.
I will be his wife, and that with my heart of hearts.
My own dear love!
Come now, brother. This is unseemly.
I can't let that pass. Mass hold, Master Leonard. An advocate may have its fee, but methinks thou art overpaying thyself.
Nay, that is for Elsie to say. I promised thee that I would show thee how to woo. And herein lies the proof of the virtue of my teaching. Go thou and apply it elsewhere.
When a wooer goes a-wooing, what is truer than his time?
Maiden hushing all his suing, boldly blushing, bravely coy, boldly coy, boldly blushing.
Oh, the happy days of doing.
Oh, the happy days of doing.
All the sighing and the suing, when the wooer goes a-wooing, all the sweets that never cloy.
When the brother leaves his sister, for another sister weeps. Tears that trickle, tears that blister, tears that mickle sister weeps. Tears that glister, tears that glister.
Oh, the doing and undoing.
All the doing and undoing, all the sighing and the suing, when a brother goes a-wooing, and a sobbing sister weeps.
When a jester is outwitted, feelings fester, heart is led, food for fishes, only fitted, jester wishes he was dead. Folded fishes, only fitted, fester wishes he was dead.
All the doing and undoing, all the sighing and the suing, when a jester goes a-wooing, and he wishes he was dead. All the doing and
own sister and made folk believe I was indeed his own loving sister. And this is the thanks he gives me? Before I pretend to be sister to anyone else, I'll turn nun and be sister as much to anyone as the next.
In tears, eh? What the plague art thou grizzling for now?
Why aren't I grisly? Thou hast often wept for jealousy. Well, 'tis for jealousy I weep now. I, yellow, jaundiced, bilious jealousy. Now, I make the most of it.
But I've never given you cause for jealousy. The lieutenant's cookmaid and I are but the merest gossip.
Jealous of thee? Bah! I am not jealous of a craven cock on a hill who brags about what he do and dared. No, I am jealous of one greater than thee. Set that down, Master Wilfred. And he is to marry Elsie Maynard, the pale little fool. And I am well nigh broken. There, thou hast all of it. Now make the most of it.
The man thou lovest is to marry Elsie Maynard? Why, that is no other than thy brother, Leonard Merrill.
Oh, mercy, what have I said?
Why, what manner of brother is this, thou lying little jade? Speak, who is this man whom thou hast called brother, and fondled and coddled and kissed, with my connivance too? Oh Lord, with my connivance. Aha! Should it be this Fairfax? It is this accursed Fairfax. It's Fairfax.
Whom you have slain and now lays dead at the bottom of the river.
I may be mistaken, but we are but fallible mortals, the best of us. But I'll make sure.
Stay. A word. I think it cannot be Fairfax. Seeing as thou hast just slain him, well, whether he be Fairfax or no Fairfax, he is to marry Elsie. And since thou hast just slain him and he is now dead, be content with that, and I will be thy wife.
Is that sure?
Aye, for there's no help for it. Thou art a very brute, but even brutes must marry, I suppose.
My beloved!
Oh, rejoice, for I bring glad tidings. Colonel Fairfax's reprieve was signed 2 days since, but it was foully and maliciously kept back by Secretary Poltwistle, who determined it should arrive after the colonel's death. It has just come to hand and is now in the possession of the lieutenant.
Then the colonel is free. Kiss me, my brother!
Oh, death to my life! Art thou mad? Am I mad? Are we all mad?
Oh, my dear, I am well nigh crazed with joy.
Come away from me now, hussy, thou jade, thou kissing, frigging cockatrice. Naturally, sir, I'll rip thee like a herring for this. I'll skin thee for it. I'll cleave thee to the chine. Phoebe, who is this man?
Peaceful, he is my brother.
Another brother? Are there any more of them? Loose them out at once and let me know the worst.
This is the real Leonard, dolt. The other was but his substitute. The real Leonard.
How do
My
I know?
father's son.
How do I know this? Has he brother looked large on his brow? I mistrust thy brothers. Thou art but a false jade.
Now, come now, dear Wilfred, truly I did deceive thee, but it were for a good cause, to save an innocent life. One, not for my own, but they are to be wed this very night. Is that not enough for thee? Come, I am thy Phoebe, and we are to be wed.
My beloved.
Phoebe! Phoebe, hast thou heard the brave news? I'm well-nigh mad with joy.
My father!
But what's this?
Oh, he discovered our secret through my folly. And the price for his silence is...
Phoebe's heart.
No, not Phoebe's heart. Phoebe's hand.
It's the same thing.
Is it?
It's very sad for thee, but as thy folly revealed our secret, thy folly must e'en pay for it. And Dame Carruthers.
So, this is a plot to shield that arch-fiend, and I have detected it. One word from me, and 3 more heads than his would roll on Tower Green.
Nay, the colonel's been reprieved. But if my complicity in his escape were known, there's nothing for it. Hush, pretty one. Such bloodthirsty words ill become those cherry lips.
Such mellow.
Now look-ye, Chuck. For many months I've thought to myself, there's snug love saving up in that middle-aged bosom for someone. I wonder who. Could it be me? That's thee. So tell her, that's thee, that thou, me, lovest her. That's thee. And, well, I'm a miserable old man and I've done it and that's me. But not a word about Fairfax. The price of thy silence is...
Meadow's heart.
No, dear, no. Meadow's hand.
It's the same thing.
Is it?
Rapture, when does lonely, flushed with capture, sings the notary, joy and jollity, there is quality, reigns frivolity, rapture, joy and jollity, there is quality, reigns frivolity, rapture.
Doleful when humanity with its soul full of satanity, caught in privity, down declivity, seeks captivity, doleful, caught in privity, down declivity, seeks captivity, doleful.
Joyful, when virginity sings our voiceful man's infinity. Fate of flowery, bright and bowery, he is a dowry, joyful. Fate of flowery, bright and bowery, he is a dowry, joyful.
Ghastly, wanly, sorrowful, firstly, lastly, of tomorrowful, after Taddy, yields to Harry, goes a marry. Ghastly,
joyful.
ghastly,
Joyful.
ghastly,
Joyful.
doleful, when
Rapture, when virginity sings our voiceful man's infinity. Fate of flowery, bright and bowery, he is a dowry, joyful. Fate of flowery, bright and bowery, he is a dowry. Rapture.
doleful,
Rapture. comes the prettiest bride, a blushing, timidly shrieking, set all thy tears aside, cheerily pretty young bride. Brave is the youth to whom thy mother willingly comes only once to womankind. That are the times on close inspection, some lurking bitter we shall find. If this be so, and men say truly, my day of joy has broken duly. With happiness, my soul is cloyed. With happiness is cloyed. With happiness, my soul is cloyed. This is my joy day unalloyed, unalloyed. This is my joy day unalloyed. Yes, yes, with happiness that soul is cloyed. This is the joy day
Hold, pretty one, I bring to thee news, good or ill, it is for thee to say. Thy husband lives, and he is free, and comes to claim his bride this very day.
it cannot be. And though they
and shed a tear or two, for I have a song to sing. Oh, sing me your song, oh. It is sung to the moon, my love-long moon, who fled from the mocking throng. Oh, it's the song of a merry man moping mum, whose soul was sad and whose glance was glum, who sipped no sup and who craved no crumb, as he sighed for the love of a lady.